Welcome back to Board Game Geek's continuing coverage from the SPIEL 2019. I am joined this time by Winnie from Emperor S4. Hello.
Hello.
And you are going to help me walk through walking in Provence.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, please lead the way.
All right. So this is actually next in the street with the walking in Provence. So our girl here is traveling within Europe, and then after Italy, she travels to France. So in Provence, there's a lot of beautiful lavender fields and wheat fields and sunflowers and whatnot. So she decided to take some pictures.
Okay.
So here we have a lot of gold cards. That means what kind of picture you need to take. You have one for your photographer, and since now we have drones, so we also can take pictures with a drone here. And there are different goals you can do for that. So for example, in this one, you need 4 continuous lavender fields and a church.
Okay.
So during a turn, first everyone will be dealt 2 cards.
Okay.
And then you will pick 1 card to play and pick 1 card to pass.
Okay.
Okay, so you pass a card and then you will play a card. When you're playing the card, you can play anywhere on here as long as at least 1 square is showing, and you can cover it.
Okay.
It can be beside it. It's at least have to touch another card. It can't be diagonally touching.
Yes.
And then it can go under, whichever you like. After that, you can move either your drone, your photographer here, and your drone to another empty spot.
Okay.
And then you can check if you satisfy the conditions here on one of the gold cards. If you do, you will tell everyone. And then someone will check your work. And we provide these little handy little grid guidelines.
Yeah, these are really nifty.
Yeah. So the photographer, you're holding a camera, so you're taking pictures in front of you. So you place it in front of your people, right here, and check within these squares if all of the conditions here are met. So it can be anywhere. You can take, photos on all sides. And then for the drone, because drone takes picture on the top, so it's kind of like a square.
Oh, neat.
So you put it here, and then you check. Okay, so if you do end up taking a photo successfully, you will place your marker here. Okay. And the first square obviously has the highest point, and then the second square, and then everyone can put there's unlimited number of markers you can put on the third square. So that's that. And then the game will continue to play. The next term, everyone will get 1 extra card, and then you will get the card that you got previously. You will look at it now again, and then you will pass 1 and then play 1.
Okay.
Yeah, and then all the cards will be played, so the deck will be empty, and then we will calculate the scores. So the score calculation is kind of fun. So of course, definitely you will have the scores from the photos you take, and also each of the different element will also score you points, but some of them you will actually get deducted. Oh, really? So we want, for example, the lavender field, we want them to be kind of very uniform in a straight line. So they must be like in the same direction. So this is like a vertical one, and then you might have another field that is horizontal, right? So you will be scored on the biggest horizontal one and the biggest vertical one. Okay. But if somehow you messed up, you have a vertical one touching a horizontal one, you will get points deducted for that, because that does not look good on your pictures.
That really doesn't.
Yeah. And then for the wheat field, you want to have a big wheat field as big as possible, so you will score either 1 point or 2 points, depending on what kind of shape or number you have. Okay. And for the sunflowers, because they like to grow towards the sun, so you see there on the back of the deck we have a sun here?
Yes.
The sunflower always would face the sun. So if I'm sitting here, this should be facing here. My sunflower has to grow this way, like upward, facing the sun. That will give you points. But if your sunflower goes this way or any other way, you will lose points.
so you have to keep in mind that kind of spatial element as you're building everything.
That's right. That's right. So, and then there's a couple of other things, like we have different little shops here, so it's kind of like a set collection. Okay. The more different ones you have, the more points you have. All right. Yeah. So this is Walking in Provence, and if you have played our previous game before, you will notice there are a lot of little Easter eggs in this game. This is a little alien on a crop circle from Planet Defenders. And then we have a cat from Walking in Verano. And this puppy is actually our office dog.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so this is a fun little game that I think a lot of people will enjoy.
I think so too. And if you're one of those people, be sure to check out its Board Game Geek page for more information and the Emperor S4 website as well. In the meantime, thank you, Winnie, for sharing this with me.
Thank you.
And we will have more information from SPIEL for you real soon.